Hi guys, welcome back to Max Electronics. I hope you're doing well this evening. And in today's video, we will be looking at this DY SV17F audio module. So you'll find out what it does, what can we use it for. So stick around. So this is a very interesting little device here. It's a playback module for audio. This is an older version that's got actually storage on board, but the newer models, they come with the storage on CF card, as you can see here. But the manual for the newer model, but it's literally exactly the same. The only difference is that this module has the memory on board. And what it can be used for is, say, an elevator, you know, when your doors are opening and you can hear this 5th floor and, you know, 6th floor. That would be similar to this. Another use for it would be for the fire alarm. So you can say, emergency, please evacuate. It can be triggered. You can do lots of stuff with it. I will explain all the pins and what you can do with it in a second. I will show you as well. It can do multiple functions, playbacks. There's a controls for it. So it's actually upside down a bit. Let's have a look over the manual first and have a look what it can do. So this can be controlled over the UART or one-line signal bus. You can play MP3s and waves. So you can plug the USB here and it literally will show up on your computer as a disk drive, and you can just put MP3 files on it, and that's how you upload it. And you don't even need programming you can use it literally as an logic level type device. So you plug it into USB, dump your files in there, plug your speaker to one end, and then just short out pins to play it back depending on the mode. So frequencies, supporting frequencies, all of them, 24-bit DAC output. What else is good? The FAT3216 is for the memory card, obviously, which I don't have. Then we've got the COM port, all the pin outs. So that's our pin outs. Pin 1 to 7 is the triggers. So, well, to 8. Shorting them to ground will trigger it in a mode 1. So those pins, connection 1, 2, and 3, they are selected for the mode, which I will show you later in an example. Also, pin 12 is a busy, which means if you connect an LED to it, when the playback is in progress, it will light up the busy signal. Then we've got the USB DM and DP signal. We've got 5-volt supply. We've got 3-volt output. And we've got audio right and left output. This is the mode selector. So when the pins are grounded, all 3, or third one can be connected to LED. That's the can play up to 255 songs. This one is the same, except the difference is in a first mode, if you say connect the button to the ground, to say pin 1 and to ground the second one, you upload the song and you press the button, it'll start playing it, and that's it. It'll play the song till the end or the audio file. If you press again, it'll play again. In the second mode, it's actually, if you press and hold it, it'll be playing it until you let go. If you let go, it'll stop. And then if you press again, it'll start playing from the beginning. This one, it can only play 8 soundtracks. So this one can be multiplexed to play up to 255 songs. This one can only play, 8 songs. And again, for that, you just connect pin 2 to 3.3 volts, and the other ones you connect to ground through 10K resistor. Independent music mode, I don't remember what it is, but we'll have a look in a second. UART mode is when you send the data to which song you want to play or what to do with it. One-line mode is the same, just and then standard MP3 mode is just buttons to go next, play, pause, all that sort of stuff as an MP3 player, but I really doubt you want to use it as MP3 player. So this is how you multiplex the songs. In both of them, it's the same multiplex to trigger, songs up to 255. Then this is just explaining different modes on how they work. This explains that you can download this manual, by the way, online. UART serial, how to communicate, which we will not be interested in. That's all the command functions if you're sending in hex, which command to say and to do what. And that's our modes. So they're identical modes. The only difference, as you can see, this one, both pins are going to 3 and 3 volts through 10K resistor, and this one is the middle one left floating, and that's your busy one. The busy you can actually disconnect from resistor and connect it to LED. That's MCU or buttons. That's 0 and 2. Then integrated mode, they all go to ground. Integrated mode 1. UART mode, so all you do is connect your COM port to the first 2 pins and make sure you configure it correctly with those pins. One line, the same, you just configure it. What else is here? That's how, if you're using it as an MP3 mode, but again, like, you don't want to use it in MP3 mode. So that's the module. Let's plug it in. I've got this board that I've got board, so I've just built that thing. It's got the programmed actually aircraft from Boeing and one I think from Airbus. Just, you know, all the alarms that you have in a cockpit, just out of curiosity. So I'll put that in the board. And what I've done is I've got 12 volts coming in. I've got a little speaker from the TV here, which we will be able to hear. And I've got a little accelerometer here to, you know, for bank and that sort of stuff, just to trigger it out of fun. So I'll plug it in now. And the other inputs, the accelerometer is just like buttons. And the other pins, I'll have to use battery because, as you can see, optocouplers. So they're designed to receive high level voltage, so like 3 volts or something. And that'll trigger optocoupler to play the alarm. So I'll turn it on now. And let's see first the bank angle alarm. So if I start tilting it.
Bank angle, bank angle, bank angle. Caution, bank angle, bank angle.
So as you can see, it's in a second mode where no matter if button is pressed down or not, it'll play it till the end file. So if I let go of the button, it'll stop. But again, half of it is by Arduino, but yeah. Let's go forward and see another alarm.
Monitor vertical speed. Monitor vertical. Clear of conflict.
Okay, let's go back.
Sync rate.
So the back one, as you saw, it took a while because the Arduino is programming it. It's receiving signal from the accelerometer and waiting a delay so it doesn't trigger straight away. So in case you have, you know, up, down, and same here, same with the bank angle. So if I do this and back, nothing will happen. But if I hold it there, I think it's like 3 seconds, it triggers the bank angle.
Bank angle, bank angle, bank angle. Caution, bank angle, bank angle.
So quality is pretty good. Let's try triggering those other functions.
Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain.
Clear of conflict.
So what happened here, when I applied the voltage, there is 2 sounds that played from that module. Arduino controlled it. So first one was terrain, terrain, you heard it. As soon as I disconnected the battery, the Arduino sensed that the level went low, and it triggered the second alarm, which says clear of conflict. So I'll show you again. Again, two soundtracks played from that module. The first one is terrain, terrain, and the second one clear of conflict once the voltage is disconnected.
Terrain, terrain.
Clear of conflict.
As you can see. Let's go for the other one.
Obstacle, obstacle. Obstacle, obstacle. Clear of conflict.
The same here, and the third one I would have to trigger it from the bottom with something metal.
Obstacle, obstacle. Obstacle, obstacle. Clear of conflict.
And I'm pretty sure that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be another function which I will try to trigger.
Glide slope.
Oh, it's a glide slope, so we've got a glide slope here. Let's just show you this as if you would be pushing buttons. So I'm just literally shorting out ground to the pins.
Glide slope. Sync rate. Bank angle, bank angle, bank angle. Caution, bank angle, bank angle.
Stall, stall. Stall, stall.
So this one, for some reason, has two sounds. It's got the autopilot disconnect and a stall warning.
Obstacle, obstacle. Obstacle, obstacle.
That's Airbus obstacle.
Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain.
GPWS.
Monitor vertical speed. Monitor vertical speed.
Monitor vertical speed. And the 01 is...
Clear of conflict.
Yeah, that's a clear of conflict. So as you heard the other combination, so the number 0 is clear of conflict. Like again, if I do this,
Clear of conflict.
it's playing too. So again, you can build your own for whatever you want. You can record your own voice or types of alarms. And here's your simple board. It's very reliable. I've put it through a battery of tests. It has never failed. It's always been pretty good. So the other reason I've usually released the video every 7 days, but lately you've noticed it's been 10 days since I released this video. And the reason for that is I'm working on the big project that I'm filming for HMI lights. One of them is 30 amps, 2.5 kilowatt HMI light, very bright. I'll give you a quick look at the lens for it. So that's the lens for it. It's massive. Fresnel lens. And I'm refurbing it. It's French one. It's similar to Ari lights, big HMI, and I'll be refurbing. I've only got cable for one light. They're very big, thick cables, about that thick. It's got a head and ballast itself, very heavy ballast. So, and I've got quite a few lights. The 2.5 kilowatt is the massive one. Then I've got two smaller 1200 watts. And not all of them have ballast, so I'm actually thinking of converting using an LED to get a 200 watt LED like this one, and using a Fresnel lens and adjusting it so instead of a HMI lamp, the LED would be good, and maybe even battery powered. We'll see how that goes, but first I'll be refurbing the light. I've just got a sandblaster, which I will show you later, but that's in the coming up videos, so that's the reason why I haven't been able to release every week. So that's it for today's video. So that's a review of this little DY-SV17F. So if you search for that, you'll see the one with the SD card. You might be able to find those ones a bit cheaper with the onboard memory. I think it's 4 megabytes on there. But that's enough to put fewer alarms on, you know, unless you're putting WAV files from a studio. 4 megabytes is plenty for just alarms or small voice recordings in MP3 format. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we're also on Patreon. My name is Max. I will see you next time. Bye.